If you thought the Crown name was only about sedans, Toyota is about to change that. After being absent from the US market for decades, Toyota has revived the Crown lineup with a new twist. And the 2026 Toyota Crown Signia might be the most interesting version yet. Instead of a traditional SUV, Toyota created something in between a luxury wagon and a mid-size crossover. It comes standard with a hybrid powertrain, all-wheel drive, and a raised ride height designed for modern buyers who want efficiency without sacrificing space and practicality. But where exactly does this vehicle fit in the market? It sits somewhere between models like the Toyota Venza, Nissan Murano, and Subaru Outback, blending SUV capability with wagon versatility. In this review, we'll break down what makes the Crown Signia unique, where it excels, and whether it's actually worth considering. The limited trim adds larger wheels, a standard fixed sunroof, and the option to upgrade to more advanced driver assistance features. Every 2026 Toyota Crown Signia comes equipped with the same hybrid setup, a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor system. Production of the Crown Signia takes place in Aichi, Japan. The starting price is $47,990, while the optional technology package adds $1,865. After including a few smaller add-ons and the $1,450 destination fee, the total price of the vehicle we tested came to $51,305. Interior inside the 2026 Toyota Crown Signia, the slightly taller ride height actually improves everyday usability. Getting in and out is easier thanks to the higher seating position and a taller roof opening. Most adults can simply slide into the seat without having to climb up like they might in a traditional SUV. Exiting the vehicle is just as effortless, and rear passengers benefit from the same wide door openings and comfortable seating position. In terms of build quality, the cabin sits close to premium territory, but it doesn't completely deliver that upscale feel you might expect at a price of around $52,000. There are some nice touches, including a stitched steering wheel, soft padding along the center console, and glossy trim pieces that add contrast. However, larger sections of hard plastic prevent the interior from fully matching luxury expectations. Storage for small items is somewhat limited. The center console compartment is quite small, best suited for keys or small essentials. That said, the vertical wireless phone charger stands out as a clever and convenient feature, holding the phone securely and charging it efficiently. The cup holders are also adjustable, allowing the divider to be removed for larger bottles, while the door pockets provide modest space but aren't particularly large. Front seat comfort is a strong point. Testers appreciated the combination of cushioning and supportive contours. The seat cushion is more sculpted than what you typically find in many vehicles, and the seat back is wide enough to comfortably accommodate different body types. Both front seats offer power adjustments, though the driver only gets a two-way lumbar adjustment, which feels limited for a vehicle in this price range where a four-way system might be expected. Rear seat comfort is improved compared with the Toyota Crown sedan, mainly due to the additional headroom created by the taller roofline. While headroom still isn't extremely generous, taller passengers will find it noticeably more accommodating. Tow room under the front seats is somewhat tight, but the rear seats offer good padding and adequate legroom, making the second row comfortable for most passengers on longer drives. Controls. The control layout inside the 2026 Toyota Crown Signia will feel familiar to anyone who has recently driven a Toyota. The overall design closely mirrors other models in the lineup, including the Toyota Crown sedan. While it's functional, it's not the most intuitive setup in the segment. One positive highlight is the physical climate controls. Temperature, fan speed, and airflow settings are all handled with traditional buttons and knobs that are easy to reach and adjust without diving into menus. However, many other functions, such as media, navigation, phone connectivity, and vehicle settings, are controlled through the infotainment screen, which can demand extra attention while driving. Thankfully, several shortcuts are also available on the steering wheel to make adjustments quicker. The Signia does include a physical volume knob, which is always welcome, though it's placed a bit far away and is relatively small. Another quirk is the compact gear selector, which can feel slightly awkward when shifting between drive and reverse. Because of its design, it's fairly easy to accidentally land in neutral if you're not careful. Even though the dashboard layout is largely shared with the Crown sedan, the cabin feels more spacious here. The higher roofline and larger glass area give the interior a more open and airy feel. Drivers can also fine-tune their position thanks to power seat adjustments and a tilt and telescoping steering wheel, making it easier for drivers of different sizes to find a comfortable setup. Visibility is generally good, though the windshield feels slightly shorter than what you might find in a more upright SUV. The sloping angle of the front pillars can create minor blind spots near their base. On the positive side, the side mirrors are mounted on the doors rather than the A-pillars, which improves forward visibility around them. At the rear, the wraparound pillar design could have limited visibility, but Toyota helps compensate by adding a third side window behind the rear doors. Because it isn't blocked by the rear headrests, it provides a clearer view toward the back and helps reduce blind spots when changing lanes. Cargo area. At the rear of the 2026 Toyota Crown Signia, the power liftgate can be opened using a dashboard button, the key fob, or the standard hands-free kick sensor. Even though the rear pillars taper slightly toward the cargo area, the opening remains wide and practical, with a flat load floor that makes loading easier. The cargo space also includes a durable cargo cover and multiple tie-down points. The rear seats can be folded from either the cargo area or the second row, and clever flip-forward seatback panels help create a smooth, extended load floor while preventing items from slipping into the gap. From a driving perspective, the Toyota Crown Signia uses a hybrid system that produces about 240 horsepower from a 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor. Around town, the system delivers a very smooth and quiet launch, especially under light throttle at lower speeds. However, once you accelerate harder or merge onto the highway, the engine tends to get noticeably louder, making it sound like it's working harder than expected for a vehicle in this price range. Some drivers may also wish there was a bit more power in reserve. One strong advantage is efficiency. Estimates about 38 miles per gallon combined, which helps extend driving range and reduce trips to the gas station. On the road, the Crown Signia feels stable and controlled. While it isn't particularly sporty and the steering could be more responsive, it still handles better than many midsize SUVs. The ride prioritizes comfort and confidence over sharp, playful handling. Safety is another highlight. The vehicle comes standard with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, which includes forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, adaptive cruise control, lane-keeping features, automatic high beams, and road sign recognition. Overall, the Crown Signia works well for buyers who want SUV practicality without needing a third row, making it a practical alternative to a traditional midsize SUV.